Hey, Shabbat Shalom, my friends. Many of us are going into Shabbos with a lot of mixed emotions and feelings. On one hand, we are thrilled at the prospect of the hostages, our brothers and sisters coming back home and feeling the love and embrace of their families once again. This is what we've been davening and praying for from day one. On the other hand, the thought of these convicted terrorists being let out on the loose, again to, God forbid, cause the same kind of damage for which we're trying to get ourselves out of. That thought is also so upsetting. And I think we can take some inspiration and some guidance as to how to stay focused on loving each other, achdus for the community, no matter what your position is, to think this about the other view. Because that vehemently passionate you are about your point of view, it all comes from the same place, and that is compassion. In this week's parsha, the Torah tells us Vayigdal Moshe, that Moshe grew up, and of course he was raised in the house of Paro. Vayetzel Achav, and he goes out to his brothers. Vayar b'sivlotam, and he sees their affliction. And Rashi tells us famously, Natane nav v'libo liyot meitzar alehem, that even though Moshe grew up in the house of Pharaoh and he was raised as an Egyptian prince, when he saw his Jewish brothers being beaten in the fields of Egypt, he had sympathy. It says, Vayar b'sivlotam, he saw their affliction. He placed his eyes and his heart to be meitzar alem, to be with them. No matter what your perspective is on this, you think this is the greatest thing in the world. This is, thank God they're seeing their families again. Thank God we can bring back our loved ones, our brothers and sisters. Or you're thinking, God forbid, what's going to happen when these terrorists get out of their cells? What are we doing here? Is this smart? Does this make sense? Think about the other point of view. It's all coming from a place of one Jew having a vayar, seeing the other. Do we see the other person's perspective? Do we see the sympathy that we have from one Jew? Because what that sympathy allowed Moshe to stand up for a fellow Jew that was being beaten and to destroy and to kill that Egyptian. And that sympathy also allowed Moshe to break up a fight between two Jews. V'hinei shnei anashim ivrim nitzim. And we don't want to have a situation where Shnei Ivrim are Nitzim, where two Jews are fighting one against the next. And to say to one, how could you say this? How could you do this? Remember, it's coming from a place of love and sympathy. And may that love and sympathy that we know is fueling and motivating all of our aspirations for the hostages, for Klal Yisrael, feeling bad either for the hostages or, God forbid, for the rest of the Jewish people that could be adversely affected by this decision, by this ceasefire, that place, that the motivation, it's all coming from a place of sympathy and love. And if we can remember that, then we will, please God, prevent one Jew being up against the next. And we will greet those hostages with love, and Hashem will protect the Jewish people so that whatever Rishayim, evil, mamish, evil people are being let out of prison will not harm the Jewish people. Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, please like and subscribe so we can get these really important videos out to a larger audience. Thank you.